Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second round of the Austrian Legacy Masters WarmUp FNM. I'm again Daniel, and I'm now joined with Phil.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here.
Exactly. So we switched around. Peter will take care of the pairings upstairs, and we will guide you through the second round. Philip, how was your experience so far? What do you think about the crowd up there?
I think the players are really enjoying the tournament. Although we are only 33 players today,
Yeah,
it's really
I
great here
mean
in
it's
Linz.
pretty good still, I
Yeah,
would say.
for sure for a legacy FNM
Yeah.
warm-up FNM, we are only what was the buy-in? I think €5 or
Yeah.
something, and therefore we have 33 players. It's insane, and also the price payout is I think it's 100%.
Yeah, close to that. We always try to make very good prize payouts. Even I think tomorrow and on Sunday we have lots of reserve list cards that we just give away to the crowd, so that people can really get something for their troubles by winning a lot of rounds of Legacy.
Yeah, for sure. And, I think we all want simply want to play Legacy and want more people to play Legacy, and therefore we aren't keeping any money at all for ourselves. So we do this just for the community.
Exactly. So I think we can start now to head into the feature match of our second round. It will be on our left-hand side. We have Gernot Hübler. He is one of the Austrian guys of Styria, I think.
He's from Graz,
He's
I'm
from
pretty
Graz,
sure.
yeah. He's from Syria area. He plays against Emil Polak. I think he's from the Slovakian guys,
Yeah,
right?
he's one of the Slovakian guys. So we are 5 countries at least.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We will just shortly figure out what they are playing, and then we can get this match going.
Yeah, because for this warm-up event, we don't enforce deck lists.
Yeah,
We are just playing here for the fun and yeah, just for the love of the community.
exactly. It seems that Emil is on Blue Black Scam.
Okay.
Basically the deck to beat at the moment, and we'll see how it fares against Gernot, who seems to be on a kind of a bug version. Um, I seen some rumors of Psychic Frog in a bug kind of mid-range tempo shell. I think Gernot is known for us Austrians to love his bug deck.
Yeah, he's always jamming back in pretty much every meta that's possible in.
Yeah,
Even if it's not possible, he's jamming back.
exactly. So we will see, and seems that he will be going. Oh, if he kept his hand, and Emil took a mulligan down to 6 at this point.
So what's um why do you think Gernot is choosing green to splash in this blue black deck? Isn't the quality of blue black already that high that you don't need green?
Could be, yeah, certainly, yes. One option could be that it just likes to have cards like Carpet of Flowers available in the sideboard. In green mirrors, it is definitely a very nice. In blue mirrors, sorry, it's a very nice card that can be added to the deck.
Oh, okay. So we see the main deck Dorothy Voidwalker here. Wow. So that probably means there are no Orcish Bowmasters in the deck? Normally it's either
Normally,
or,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, either or. And what it indicates, it can be that it's mono black scam.
That's also true.
Yeah.
That's also true. So no blue black. We're still figuring out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But yeah,
I think it's mono black. Yeah.
probably. What do you think about the impact of Dottie Voidwalker?
The impact at the moment is pretty good. It's one of the better cards that usually comes in after sideboards for any when you play against Scam. Scam has it all has it themselves in the sideboard, and previously it was kind of the card that succeeded after Bowmaster kind of fell off the radar. And we will see how this all fares out. What's interesting is we see in a comment in chat that Emil has access to Necrodominance.
And Necrodominance is it a really scam? Probably, but yeah.
It could be that this is just it is mono black scam, yeah. It could be that this Necrodominance is just helping him to refuel his hands. I've seen a lot of strategies and players who try this card out as a, let's say, mid-range and a grindy card.
Yeah, more
rather
like
than
a
combo
refuel
card.
engine, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's also, I think, what it was intended.
Exactly. Which is, I think, very nice. So Necrodominance has seen a little bit of play when it got printed with this combo deck that opts to play Pacts and I think Wild Centaurs and the Manamorphoses and so on. That goes off on turn 1 basically.
So the force check Necrodominance deck.
Exactly. At the mid-range, this value Necrodominance card looks very interesting as well. We see it.
Yeah, the MH3 power level is
Yeah.
just insane. And
Yeah.
we have another really great power level here. It's Dark Ritual into Grief. Hardcasting Grief with a Wasteland open. To get around days, really, really nice.
Pretty good. What is the pick to brainstorm and a Witherbloom command?
I think it's probably a Witherbloom command here, right?
The thing is, the Witherbloom commands does at the moment not deal effectively with grief.
But yeah, double brainstorm, I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, or maybe I'm just a bad player because I'm not a good brainstorm player myself. If I see two brainstorms, probably
take it.
disincentivized to take one of the brainstorms.
It depends what the other cards has, but I think when in doubt, it's okay. It's probably a safe decision. But it depends. Yeah, I mean, taking this Witherbloom command is completely fine. I think it's at least a card that generates a lot of value. And when you're on Emil's side, you want to prevent that. That's for sure. He anyways has to deal with this frog.
Oh yeah, or the frog pretty much runs away with the game, and that seems like a second frog here.
Is this frog attacking? And I think Gernot is casting.
No, he already connected.
He connected.
Yeah, already connected. He drew his card. It was a force of will, and then he brainstormed into, I don't know, is it Witherbloom command, Psychic Frog, and I haven't seen the first card. I think it's another brainstorm, yeah. Now he goes certainly for the second frog. Do we see a Bayou here to get fetched? I'm unsure if this deck plays with Bayou.
It has to, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because it plays really nicely around the wasteland, so we can still have all of his color pairings available in just 2 lands, even if Emil decides to wasteland one of them.
Exactly. So we see what he will play. Is it another frog? Is it another frog?
Seems like a safe bet. Drawing 2 cards each turn seems really, really great.
Yeah, frog. I really was underestimating the card when I saw the spoilers.
Oh wow, yeah. It was like, well, it's like a Shadow Mage Infiltrator, but this is really playable. And then,
oh, really, yeah.
And then it suddenly teared up Legacy.
Absolutely. So tomorrow we will have the main event. Exactly, it will be at 10 o'clock CET. So 10 o'clock in the morning for European times. It will be in the night for the American times, unfortunately.
Yeah, minus 6 hours, so it's 4 a.m. probably.
Depending on where you are, you might, if you're interested, you can of course get up early.
The final will be probably something around midday or noon.
Midday or something, yeah. So if you're Sweden, then it's perfect time. It's the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock. you can join for the main event of our legacy. We have, I think, 60 players, 61, I think, pre-registered and basically confirmed.
Yeah, hopefully we get the 3 remaining slots full. That would be really nice.
Yeah, we'll see.
But there are always some people that are late.
Exactly. We see an attempt to the Necro Dominance, which gets forced. I would have really loved to see this card in action.
Yeah, but I think that's the right decision here from Geralt.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of turn, draw, let's say, 5 cards.
It's probably too good.
Yeah.
And so he can simply draw 2. The frog is pretty much running away.
I'm
The
super impressed.
Oh yeah, the wasteland does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's more or less used at this point to make sure your cards don't get dazed, which
Yeah.
could potentially happen. We don't know if Gernot plays dazed, but you know, you can expect it.
Yeah, I think it's with Psychic Frog, it's tempo-ish shells.
I'm interested if Gernot is opting for also include the scam package, or if it's just a mid-range bug deck.
I haven't seen a Grief right now, and
Yeah.
I also don't think there are enough black cards really in there to contemplate Grief.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, both Psychic Frogs are super strong. Emil definitely wants to have an answer for those. But at the moment, seems like it doesn't have it.
And here's the Bowmaster.
Pretty good.
Really great.
Double block trade.
Yeah, that's nice. Bowmaster is also one of the cards that really defines Legacy at the moment. It's like when people don't play it, it's good, and when people play it, it's bad. It's like Dredge.
Yeah. Yeah, at the time being, I think it will, with Scam being around, it's less played in the main decks. It's more shifted to the sideboards. Especially because, yeah, they are with Psychic Frog and the blue-based control decks who draw a lot of cards are not really existing at the moment. It's not at the best as it used to be when it was printed, but still you have to deal with the card and it pops up.
Orcish Bowmaster on Emil's side would be really great in this matchup, actually.
Yeah.
I think Gernot already has drawn 6 or 7 cards just from the Psychic Frogs alone.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 brainstorms already, so there will be a lot of damage for
Yeah.
the Orcish Bowmasters here.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the next brainstorm, I think it's the third one that gets casted this game. So Gernot pretty much has the already the perfect hand.
Yeah.
He just sculpts all the time. And I don't see a way here for Emil to get out of this.
Yeah, I also don't think this will happen, yeah. Emil on mono black, he's just relying on the top deck, to the mercy of his top decks, and he only has Void Walker going, and I don't think he has any cards in hand anymore. And yeah, you're facing 2 Psychic Frogs, which didn't even get pumped at this point.
Yeah, it's
No
just
need.
1-2,
No
beat
need.
down.
But at some point, they can just be pumped to lethal and closing out the game.
I think that's also what Gernot is trying to do here.
Yeah, he wants to get value out
Yeah.
of Psychic Frog, yeah, which he already pretty much did. You know, I mentioned previously before we started the stream, I would choose the Asper Pokeball deck,
Yeah.
and this bug version reminds me pretty much of that, but it's just opting to have green instead of white, which I find very interesting.
What are you playing in white in Pokepile? Swords, probably?
It's Swords and Prismatic Ending and Wrath of Disguise.
Wrath of this guy, so another powerhouse from Modern Horizons 3.
Yeah, it's just a one-off. It's not so easy to cast because of the double white, but it's mostly here for the Ursa Saga decks.
And the Bird Frog. Frog Army! Frog Army!
Yeah, plays it almost complete.
And these beautiful, beautiful old border Psychic Frogs. What do you think about the, I don't know, is it Showcase or what's it called? The the full art version.
Ah, I actually think it's all right. I personally, if you would ask me, I'm usually not the person who likes this kind of artworks because I'm much more into old versions. But this one I kind of find intriguing.
Yeah, for
Looking,
sure.
yeah,
I mean, I'm in the same boat here.
yeah,
It's more normally I don't like any kind of super duper art or something like the faces that
yeah,
MH3
yeah, yeah,
has
yeah.
with Flage and Nadu and the other commander cards basically.
Yeah, exactly.
They aren't really my jam. But the psychic frog
It has something,
yeah,
yeah.
it reminds me of Kaa from Jungle Book.
Ah, true, yeah. Very cool, yeah. Very cool.
And that's what I really like about that card because it's looking so innocent, but it does all everything. It does just everything. And here we go, Gernot taking the lead.
I think you stifled the trigger, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's very good. Letting the Necrodomains resolve, stifling the trigger, you don't get to draw any cards, and you're pretty much dead with this free psychic frogs.
But you still pay the life?
No, I think you have to
Okay.
pay while when the trigger is resolved.
Oh, okay. So it's
I think so, if I'm not mistaken. We can check, but it's still if you don't get to draw the cards, you certainly do not get. You skip your draw step, so there's not much that Emil can do from that, and he decides to pack it up. And we have uh, game one decided and headed towards Gernot on Bug Frog.
so 1-0 for Austria here.
If you say it like this, yeah.
Funny thing here, we in Austria have gotten 6 ELM slots
Yep.
for the European Legacy Masters this
Yep.
year, which is insane. Unfortunately, I think we only have one given away to an Austrian, as far as I know.
For the slots at the moment.
Yeah, for the slots at the moment.
But for this weekend, which is very cool, we have 2 additional slots that can be earned, and we'll see if an Austrian earns it. Like we mentioned, that we have a lot of nations that are battling today and for the whole weekend. So we'll see. For tomorrow we have a slot, and then also for Sunday, maybe our miser Austrian guy will be joined by
2 more. That would be great.
tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, would be nice. But still, I think it's just great that we have Paper Legacy people battling for something like an European Master or Championship, which is the European Legacy Masters.
I think the European Legacy Masters are one of the biggest, not only biggest things, but also one of the most important things that has happened in the history of Legacy.
Yeah, it will
Since-
be. Certainly will be.
Yeah, actually already because the work is here, the workforce is here,
Yeah.
and people are playing it, people are loving it,
Yep.
and that's the community is what keeps Legacy alive.
Exactly. And if we have something like this, that the community supports it, we have a whole workforce from all over Europe who works on the project, culminating in Bologna, where the Four Seasons tournament are happening. This is certainly a really, really very nice thing. And you really see that that's about the community and the effort and the love that is put into the people and also into the whole organization of that. Because if it was for the money, of course we would not,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, we would not be here today, basically.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that Wizards, yeah, has left Legacy up to the community, but
Yeah, exactly.
at least we got us.
We got us. Yeah. So it will be Emil who is on the play after the first game. And what do you think? Do we see a turn 1 Grief plus Reanimate?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you always see it.
Yeah, this deck, when you play it yourself, you only have it, I think, every 2 or 3 games out of 10 maximum, yeah.
Maximum, yeah.
But when you play against it, they have it all the time. All the time. In 3 out of 3 games, they got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could see it actually. Uh,
And I'm pretty sure that this time we also will see it.
but I'm impressed by this bug deck. I mean, I don't know if green is something that gives you the edge over something like, I mean, white or maybe just straight up blue black. That is also an option. You know, there's also popping. I don't know if you have seen this. There are some blue black sack frog decks popping up that are more like it's kind of a tempo mid-rangey style deck that plays Nethergoyf,
Hmm.
Tamio, and the playset of Mishra's Bauble to enable or to grow your Nethergoyfs. I think this also looks super sweet. And the rest is just, normal brainstorm ponder, I think maybe stifles
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
have a little bit of a tempo game plan and utilizing the new threats from Modern Horizons 3.
I'm still unsure about Netagolf, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, me too. It's only he's playing this kind of deck. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
Yeah, probably in Grixis Delver, but it's like,
No, hardly actually.
yeah,
It's mostly just, the normal threats. You have Dragonrage Channeler and Psychic Frog, obviously. Because I think we can just appreciate that Psychic Frog is really the most played card from Modern Horizons 3
yeah,
at
for
this
sure.
point. Yeah.
We also did a whole episode just around Psychic Frog, so hop
Hmm.
on our Spotify or our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's in response underscore legacy. And then you can really listen to us talking about just Psychic Frog all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a nice card. But for Nethergoyf, I have no idea. I'm actually not sure if Gernot is playing Nethergoyf.
I don't think so. I think,
Mhm.
yeah, green. I called
I
it.
mean,
Called it.
let's see if we see a follow up of Reanimate.
But he's pitching Barrow-Goyf,
Yeah.
which is insanely spicy. I love that.
Maybe the better Goyf.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Death Touch and Lifelink and the card advantage engine in one card, fueled by Dark Ritual.
So what is the card advantage? It's if it gets killed or something? Oh, no, it's when it deals combat damage, you can mill that many cards of damage that you take, and then you can put a creature from a Mondang into your hand. Pretty good, pretty good.
That's, in my opinion, the better Goyf.
We see a nice little card in hand, in contemplation for picking maybe.
Is it consigned to
Consigned to memory.
memory? Yeah.
I like this card very much. It is basically a stifle for colorless and a counter for colorless cards.
I'm unsure why. It's for sure out of the sideboard, but I'm
Yep.
not really sure why he has brought them in.
Let's see. I think it's a stifle. Yeah, you can counter any triggered ability. So
Any triggered ability.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
exactly. Or colorless spell.
wow. So it could be great in Stifle Knot actually.
If this card is a nice twitch if you want to deal with
One ring.
the One Ring. I think it's, yeah, or how is it called? The Eldrazi decks that are popping up,
Oh yeah, or Cloud Post.
or couples.
Cloud Post. How's it called? Micro Spawn or something.
Sowing Microspawn, yeah.
This card is just insane, and you can counter the trigger because it's a cast trigger,
And the creature if you
and
want.
the creature for 2 mana. So
Yeah.
it's probably one of the best thing you can do to combat this.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of Eldrazi decks online. There I've seen kind of two directions for the Eldrazi decks. One that opts for just having the green, the Microspawn, and another one that has also the new red Eldrazi that gives haste to creatures when it enters the combat.
Is it the 2 color?
Uh, no, it's I think
One color, one generic, one
Yeah.
colorless, one red.
exactly, yeah.
Very strange casting costs.
And this card has it's a line breaker, Eldrazi line breaker. And if you include this red card as well, you have a Mox Diamond version. And if you do not include it, that Mox Diamond is a less play. But Eldrazi Stompy is back.
Wow, really great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, Hagibut says in the chat, people are playing it in Stifle Knot, so I have to take one or two for my Stifle Knot deck.
I think it's a good card to pick up.
And it also works around Chalice if we pay the copy. Because the copy ability doesn't get. Oh, wow. Oh, that's also a very nice workaround here.
Yeah.
I really love that kind of cards because they are neatly designed without being, I don't want to say oppressive, but without being too good or too pushed.
Yep.
And they have so many
They are specific
intrigues.
and targeted towards a
Yeah.
certain thing, and therefore it's not overpowered.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're great. I love them.
I'm interested to see. We will have to check if there are some Eldrazi decks lurking around in our metagame.
Yeah, maybe we can see something in action.
It'd be nice to see also.
And here we see the powerhouse that would have been in the first game.
Yeah, Bowmaster.
The Bowmaster.
Against Gernot, for sure, a pretty strong card.
Yeah, I think the whole start was pretty insane with Grief Reanimate, Grief into Orcish Bowmasters. It's like, well, what can you do actually? That's what people are always saying. It's like, there's no turn 0 counterplay to Grief. And that's just such a feel bad actually. Because if you force it, then reanimate it and then take your second best card and you lose 3 cards. Or if you don't do anything, you lose your 2 best cards, and if you spend removal, then you lose again 2 cards. It's just
just rough. Just really, really rough.
And the Necro Dominance also got countered.
It would be the nail in the coffin for this game, I think. Gernot, still has to deal with the Bowmaster.
And he has a
Grief.
fatal push in hand. I think
Gernot?
there's a fatal push in hand. And I think he's thinking about killing Grief or killing Bowmaster. But I think he has to push the Bowmaster.
The problem right now, I think, is that he cannot get Revolt because there is no way he can use the
therefore
Wasteland.
he can kill the Bowmaster.
He can do that.
And then Brainstorm and Ponder is open again.
But then there's still the Grief on the battlefield.
Yeah, but then you can Ponder or Brainstorm into something. It's basically your only way out here.
Yeah. Unless you wait for fetchland, then you can push the Grief and so on and deal with the Bowmaster. Maybe you find your own Bowmaster. I mean, he doesn't have too much time left. He's on 7 life. There's a Witherbloom command, I think, in the hand of Gernot. Can help him to kill the Bowmaster. But he opts to do it now with the push.
Yeah.
On 3 life, it's gonna be tough. The next step is to remove the Grief, which would be lethal if it stays. And seems like it's not really a helpful top deck.
But I'm pretty sure he has still a...
It's a pity that the Wasteland cannot be used. Even
I mean, he can use this on his own lands, but...
Yeah. I was thinking Wasteland your own land to push the Grief and then next turn use the Witherbloom command, but you don't have the mana for it. Burrow is okay. I think this is still a 1/1 token, right?
Yeah, it's a 1/1. So it goes down to 1.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't enough. Oh, another
Okay.
Grief?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's too much. I can see that. It's pity. Wasteland not too strong against the mono black deck.
Unfortunately. Did he have a Stifle in hand?
Get a Stifle also, which is not super good if your opponent doesn't play any fetch lands. Also the Wasteland. I think a big part of this strategy is the Stifles and the Wastelands that is used to stop or how do you say it? Hinder the mana development from your opponent.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, he had Consign, and you can use the Consign to memory also to stifle the sacrifice trigger.
Exactly.
Oh wow, I like that card. But now we have Gernot on the play. So no turn 1 scams anymore. Oh, turn 0 scams anymore. What do you think changes now that that Gernot is on the play? Because he is trying to board a little bit different.
Yeah, he can maybe. Good question. Um, this turn one scam is less likely from email to be a problem if you are on the draw.
Yeah.
Well, for Gernot, it's better. Um, I don't know. Maybe there is an option to deploy. Man, Stifle and Wasteland are not something that is very effective against the Mono Black scam deck.
Yeah, I think he already botted out some stifles.
Yeah,
And I think he's
maybe.
already now botting out some a pair of wastelands.
A pair of yeah, Wasteland is close to useless.
Yeah, it takes Urborg and pretty much a wasteland, or I don't know if Emil plays any kind of utility lands here.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed with Consign to Memory, although it hasn't done anything in this game.
Here is, I think, just to stifle a trigger. Maybe there is a maybe there's the one ring though in Emil's deck. So it could be that the consign can get a ring if we
Oh,
see it.
that would be such a great play, actually.
Yeah. That would be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Thanks for the
Subscribing.
subscription.
Subscription. Thank you very much, Curly. We do our best in the community, and it's just a small, yeah, just a small thing that we can do, but we do everything we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it can also counter the grief trigger,
Mm.
or an Atraxa comes into play trigger.
It's okay, yeah. I think it's maybe the best case is to stifle the Uro trigger and then have a fast Uro on the side of Gernot.
For sure, for sure.
Maybe.
In this matchup,
Yeah, in this matchup, yeah.
for sure, yeah.
We'll see if this happens. Beta taking the decision.
I mean, we have to admire the very, very beautiful Guru Island on Gernot's side.
I love it, yes.
I think you are already now a proud owner of a Guru land, am I right?
Yes. I'm so grateful. I got, because I recently turned 30, which is a big, step in the life of a Magic player.
I'm 4 years ahead of you.
yeah, I know it, yeah. And I got a Guru Swamp, which is super.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thanks very much. I was thinking to myself, I play mostly blue and black. I need to get an island, but do you know how much a Guru island is costing?
About 1K.
About
Am I
1K,
right? Yeah.
1,000 euro. I mean, come on.
It's just insane. Yeah.
Insane.
We thought about getting you a Guru Island, but it wasn't feasible.
No, I understand that. I mean, for this money, you can get at least like an Italian tabernacle. It's still, I think it's possible. Or is it 1.5K? I have no idea. Yeah. But I also did like a big party with 50 people or something. I wanted to celebrate a little bit because we only turn 30 for one time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I remember
everything else would be really strange.
When you turned 30, we also did a party. We actually did the party together. If you remember.
Yeah, it was your 26th birthday.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
30.
It was 4 years ago. Yeah, it was a pretty cool event that I hold fond in my memories. Well, the part that I remember. Because,
yeah, we were pretty drunk, and
Yeah.
your how do I say this? Your colleagues from university.
Yeah.
They brought such a strange liquor.
Yeah. In Spanish, it was called crema de huevo. De huevo. It is eggnog kind of thing,
Yeah,
but it was no, it was a clear eggnog,
yeah.
so no creamy. So it was just a distilled version of it, I think, and it tasted super nice. I think it was a 3 liter bottle, and it was close to gone after the evening.
Yeah, for sure. We drank a lot of that. So Mal to 5 for Emil here.
Mhm.
I think Gernot kept his 7. And we see the next card out of Modern Horizons
I
3.
love it.
You love it. I haven't seen it in action actually.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'm
Tamiyo.
seeing it.
I think
And
it's
it has a price tag. It's insane. It's about 40
yeah.
euros.
I think this card is really strong. It pairs super nicely with Psychic Frog. You'd only need, yeah, if you have one frog and you have the clue token, you can immediately flip the card. And it's just a win con, like a bomb for just 1 mana. It can generate a lot of value.
Oh wow. And therefore I can't see it anymore because it got pushed.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try to change the lights in the next round a little bit. Because it's very unfortunate that we can't see the fatal push right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But some things just to remember. So, and another land here. A Brazen Borer in Gernot's hand. And a Ponder.
Mhm.
And that's the Bowmaster.
Mhm.
I think this has to be forced, am I right?
Yeah, depends if there is a removal spell, you can also wait.
I would force it for sure.
Mhm.
Pitching Brazen Borrower.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, I would have done the same. But that's
Yeah.
not a measurement actually.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes you can, it would be one trigger. It's not a brainstorm. So sometimes you should not be too afraid of the Bowmaster. It's not immediately game over if it triggers off of one ponder. So it's a matter of debating. But of course, yeah, it can be a big problem if it stays too long on the battlefield.
Yeah, it just shuts off your brainstorms, and that's, I think, Gernot really wants to have his brainstorms with his frogs and everything. I
Yeah.
think the key here in this game is just to simply don't let the Bowmaster resolve.
Yeah. And then have something like, yeah, he is now the second Tamiyo, who is arguably it is slow, but it can generate a lot of value when kept on the battlefield for longer.
Funnily enough, it's like kill on sight here for Emil.
Mm-hmm.
He probably knows about the strength of the card.
Mm-hmm. And funnily, if Gernot would have a brainstorm, he could flip Tamiyo
In
instant
response,
speed.
wow, okay.
So I think that's why Emil hesitated for a second if he should do it now, because there was an open mana for Gernot. Luckily for him, he didn't have a brainstorm.
Or else it would probably.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Here's Stifle on the fetch land.
As it would be probably very good for Gernot, of course. Yeah.
And the Necro Dominance. Ouch. That's hard. Maybe the Stifle was a little bit too soon.
Wow, he pays 18 life? Okay.
Because he has the.
Doesn't he care about Bowmasters? I mean, he has to discard a lot of cards. He is allowed to only keep 5. Unless we see some combo. But I'm curious.
The fetch land is gone, not the wasteland. I don't think Gernot got wasted.
Oh,
What's that?
nice. That's the pitch card that drains for life. I think 4
Soul Spike.
Soul Spike. Yeah. I think it is. I think mostly seen in modern actually. That's why he chose so much life. He wants to get off the soul spikes. That's interesting.
Okay, but that's At most 16 damage.
It's okay. The point is that he doesn't die to Bowmasters now, and he can get some value out of the cards that he draws, and he's not has to pass with only one life left.
Ah, okay,
I
okay.
think that's the reason. And he wants to set up the perfect 5 so that he can probably set up a strong turn when for the next turn.
Okay, wow. That's a very nice tech. That
Mhm.
I think it got played in modern.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this card is what? 40 bucks? 50 bucks?
I think it's only one printing. Yeah, it's only from Cold Snap.
I had 2 or 3 of them when I sold them.
It's right now used for the modern.
Oh, life.
In this context with
Never
Necrodominance.
sell your collection, folks. Never sell.
Yeah.
Make Menguchi finance. Buy high, never sell.
Yeah.
No, I didn't notice. It was like,
Mm.
yeah, what the fuck?
But yeah, it's clear if it's only one printing and suddenly it gets played heavily, it will spike. Same with Shuko, if you
Yeah,
remember.
that's true. That's true.
I don't know if this has come down a little bit, but don't think so.
I think Shuko has come down a little bit
Maybe,
because
yeah.
people are expecting a Naru ban in modern.
Mm. I should sell my Greaves.
I think everything is priced into it right now.
But I also think that Grief can still stay in modern. I don't think it drops too much in price, and it's already not too costly.
Yeah, because I think the legacy ban is already priced in,
Yep.
and legacy is not really a driving force.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Flage.
Yep.
Flage is about 33 or 35 euros, and it was 5 in pre-order, and
Yeah.
it sees almost 0 playing legacy.
I think it's more for. I don't know if it gets played in modern, to be
Yeah,
honest.
there's a Boros Energy, which is one of
Yeah,
the best decks,
true.
and Mardu Energy, and also Jeskai Control plays Flages.
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah.
So really the driving force is modern, also with Ragavan.
Yeah.
And Ren and 6. These cards are already also
Although
pretty
Ren 6
pricey.
got way cheaper now. Because also for modern it's not so.
It had a reprint, alright?
It also got the reprint, yes.
Yeah, that's the big thing. If it has a reprint, then suddenly it drops about half of that.
Geodread.
Oh wow, I think this seals it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the days. Oh,
Yeah, nice.
oh, that was really great.
That's super.
It would have been game over. So
Yeah,
extremely
yeah.
game over.
I mean, it's not over yet. Emil has still some remaining cards, and he can potentially draw another 4 cards from the Necrodominance. But after that, the problem is now for Emil that Gernot can escape the Uro.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So the Uro draws here a card
Mm-hmm.
and gains 3 life, which is
It's good.
and another land here.
Mm-hmm.
And wasteland. Ah, he has the push. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Floating the mana, push the Uro.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty fine. That's Emperor of Bones. What does
Emperor
it
of
do?
Bones. I think it's a card advantage engine.
I mean, you already win if your opponent has to read your card.
Always read the cards. Emperor of Bones, at the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, so it's graveyard hate. It is adapt 2, and whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Emperor of Bones, put a creature card exiled with Emperor of Bones onto the battlefield.
And it gets dazed again. Woo! That would have been game.
It's kind of a reanimator, exhume kind of thing on a stick. If you attack, you can exile one of your creatures and adapt it during combat, and then you can immediately reanimate it.
Oh, this card screams Mario to me. Totally.
Yeah, and the thing is that you can even attack with the reanimated creature immediately because it gains haste.
Wow.
So at the beginning of combat, you can exile a creature, adapt it. After that, get back a creature, and then attack with both.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only a one-off effect.
Mhm.
Because who is going to put +1/+1 counters on your creatures?
The card itself, because of adapt.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And another Uro trigger. So no more Necro Dominance here.
Yeah.
And the Barragov. Okay, that has Death Touch and Lifelink, and Gernot is just not getting it right now.
He needs a push. Where is the push when you
Oh,
need it?
yeah.
It's so close. Otherwise,
And only 6 minutes to go. It's a free for? Okay. The Death Touch is.
there's creature, land, and source instance.
And he goes down as he goes back to 5 and can again draw cards from Necro Dominance.
Yeah, it's just a pity that it has Death Touch as well.
I mean, what would win the game here would be Witherbloom command.
Yeah.
Killing Necro Dominance?
Yeah, and could be. And I've seen a Witherbloom command in the hand of Gernot a couple of turns ago. I don't know if he still has it. As a frog, is there a command available?
I'm unsure. I haven't seen it right now.
Sometimes the innocent drain for 2 life is enough. But I guess he doesn't have it. Oh, it does.
Bowmasters. Orcish Bowmasters are also insanely strong.
Yeah, it's close.
Unfortunately, he lacks now the black mana.
No, it's actually okay. He can just pass the turn. Email cannot attack. Well, or he must attack and then has to deal with the Uro in the same turn. Because Gernot can just not block. And he would be dead on the backswing. And if he doesn't attack, he's also dead on the backswing.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Has second black source. Oh, yeah, patch off the top to activate push.
if there is a push, then absolutely.
Oh, and the push for the paragraph. And that's game. Woo!
That's game.
Oh, wow. Okay, if it wasn't for grief, this would be a really, really nice game of Magic.
I think even we only saw grief once.
Yeah, and every match that hadn't involved grief scam was just insane. It was back and forth. I love that.
So it turns out that still after that, scam does not
do it every game.
Do it every game, yeah.
Just when you're on the play.
When on the play, yeah. It is still a very strong deck. I think we got to see Necro Dominance in action, which is really, really nice. Combined with something like Soul Spike to get immediate value out of the cards that you draw. But I also love this Bug Frog deck. It's just a fair, like, low to the ground mid-range champ that utilizes a lot of this new Modern Horizons threats. I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. 100%, because there were some cards in it that have really sparked my interest. One of that was Consigned to Memory, and the second one was Emperor of Bones on Emil's side. These two cards, I think they are a little bit, I don't want to say underplayed, but they are really going under the radar. They are overshadowed by Nethergoyf or Psychic Frog and basically everything else out of Modern Horizons 3.
Exactly, yeah. So a lot of new cards are playable in Legacy, and I think this is also was one match that really showed it that you can have also success with if you don't have the typical blue-black scam deck.
Yeah, for sure.
with that, we have a couple more minutes left until the round finishes. We will head into a short break, and after that, we will turn and slide directly into the third.
Daniel will be
match.
Peter in the next
Yeah,
match, so
I will disappear for this round. And yeah, exactly. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We will be back with more Legacy to come in a couple more minutes. So see you soon.